Good afternoon, students. Today we will be discussing about premises part 3. Already we have completed part 1 and part 2 under premises. Now we will be moving on to part 3 of premises topic. The contents of today's discussion are utilities, maintenance of sterile areas and control of contamination. What are the contents? Utilities, maintenance of sterile areas and control of contamination. Just coming to utilities, there are 8 different systems utilized in premises. First one is HVAC system, that is heating, ventilation and air conditioning system. Heating, ventilation and air conditioning system. Then plumbing system, then drainage and system. And next, sanitation, water for pharmaceutical use as per pharmacopoeial monograph, then fire protection system, then electric utilities, all electric accessories. These are the utilities of premises what we come across in pharmaceutical industry. There are 8 number of utilities. What are those? HVAC system, plumbing system, then drainage and gas system, then sanitation, water for pharmaceutical use, fire protection system and electric utilities. Next, coming to plumbing, there is color code for different plumbing system that we are going to discuss here. For raw water plumbing, the plumbing should be made with grey color. For distilled water, it should be made with orange color. For cooling water, it is in green color. For air, it is in white color. This is about plumbing system. Coming to drainage system. Drainage system is made for different types of waste. First one, biological waste system, then sanitary waste system, then laboratory waste system, then hazardous material waste, process waste and storm drainage waste. So different drainage systems are made in premises for proper draining. Coming to gas system, it is made for different types of gases used. Firstly, compressed air, nitrogen, breathing air, vacuum and vacuum cleaning. So gas system comprises of compressed air, nitrogen, breathing air, vacuum and vacuum cleaning. So by now we have completed utilities, discussion on utilities of premises. Next we are moving to maintenance of sterile areas. Maintenance includes personnel, equipment, environment and in-process control. Personnel involved in sterile product manufacturing and equipments involved in that, environment of aseptic area, then in-process control in that. Everything should be maintained. Coming to monitoring and training of maintenance in sterile areas. Gowning and gloving, there are important parameters we need to note down. Gowning and gloving of a personnel, then behavioral monitoring, then surface monitoring. Surface monitoring is done by 2 methods, by contact plates, that is Rodak method, and then by swab sampling. This is done to avoid contamination. Gowning and gloving, then behavioral monitoring and surface monitoring, and training is given on that for personnel who work in sterile areas. And to maintain other sources of sterile areas, we need to perform sterilization process. There is dry heat, moist heat, fuming, disinfection. There are different types of sterilization process are there that is applied for sterile areas. Then fuming of aseptic area by using formaldehyde, different aldehydes are used for fuming process. Then filtration by HEPA filter, high efficiency particulate air filter used in aseptic area. These are important process of maintaining sterile areas. So with the last slide, we have completed discussing about utilities and maintenance of sterile area. Now we are moving to control of contamination. In that, what are the sources for contamination? There are 6 important sources involved in contamination. Firstly, objects used, then personnel involved, then tools used in production, then processes involved in the manufacturing processes, then equipments used, then fluids. So these are the main sources of contamination in a pharmaceutical industry. Now let's discuss about preventive measures for contamination. Firstly, sample only one item at a time to avoid contamination. Then sampling in a segregated cubicle. Cubicle means separate area for sampling. Then use dedicated tools for sampling. Whatever tools meant for sampling which is applicable to sample. Then dust extraction system for dispensing stations. Dust extraction system for dispensing stations. Next, cleaning of packaged containers before storing them. Then equipment validation to ensure cleanliness. Then check the integrity of oil seals. Avoid contamination from air supply system. Avoid contamination from air supply system. And next, don't return the withdrawn samples to original container. You do not return the withdrawn samples to original container. Then material should be unidirectional. Then monitor the quality of water regularly and avoid simultaneous charging and unloading materials. These are the preventive measures to be taken to avoid contamination. So with this we are coming to the end of discussion on premises. So there are 3 parts we have discussed under premises. Just recollect the points under each part what we have discussed. In the next class we will be discussing about equipments and raw materials. Thank you so much for patient listening.